The NFL owners meetings wrapping up here at the Arizona Biltmore in the desert. News today, well, I talked to Kyle Shanahan, who made it to his coach's breakfast with the media after last night's NFL party, and talked to Jed York. They both shared their thoughts about the 49ers and their roster construction, most of it centered on the QB room, but also news regarding the propositions, the potential NFL rules changes. And the one that's probably nearest and dearest to the 49ers' hearts, the re-implementation of the third quarterback rule, has actually been tabled. According to the competition committee, there was debate about whether or not the third quarterback who would be there in case of emergencies for team would be part of teams' active rosters or the practice squad. And as you might know, there's a big discrepancy in pay between the active roster and the practice squad. Active roster guys make more than $1 million per year. Practice squad guys somewhere between $200,000 and $300,000, and the owners have to pay that. And it looks like there was debate about the potential bill of having to field an extra active roster spot to help teams out in case of QB emergency. The third quarterback rule used to exist, but it was scrapped with the 2011 CBA. Tabled doesn't mean that it was rejected. They could vote on this rule later. It just means that there's too much debate. We can't put this particular proposition to vote yet. So as it seems right now, the 49ers are going to have to play 2023 with the standard quarterback rules. And we know from last season when they had to do the same thing that they were willing to take 3 quarterbacks on the 53-man roster into the season. It was Trey Lance, Jimmy Garoppolo, and Brock Purdy. And my prediction is that the 49ers will take 3 into the season as well. And that's obviously contingent on Brock Purdy being healthy enough in time for 2023. But if he is healthy enough for the start of the year, I would expect the 49ers to carry Brock Purdy, Trey Lance, and Sam Darnold on that 53-man roster. Now, Kyle Shanahan today reiterated what John Lynch said the day before, that we won't know for sure until we don't even know for sure, but early June is when we're going to have a better idea of the timeline for Brock Purdy. Right now, Kyle Shanahan, estimates that are being given to him are Purdy can return anytime from training camp to week 4 would be the upper end of the estimate. But again, those are all estimates, so we don't know yet. The overarching theme of these whole meetings is the 49ers are building as much option power as they can at quarterback. It served them well last year, and they're going to be trying to do the same thing again this season. Option power comes in the name of Purdy, Darnold, and Trey Lance this season, in whatever order you want to put them. I think that Lynch and Shanahan have been consistent in their message. A lot of people are trying to say that they're saying different things. No, they're not. They're saying that Purdy is the leader in the clubhouse because of his accomplishments. That's how sports work. If you accomplish something at the professional level, you're going to be the leader in the clubhouse. But there's so much openness needed and so much uncertainty because he currently has a torn up elbow that, yes, has been surgically repaired, but there's still a lot of rehab to go. So everything is on the table. Yes, Sam Darnold starting is also potentially on the table for the 49ers in 2023. It might not be the most likely option, but it's definitely a possible one as the 49ers try to navigate their way through this offseason. When Jed York spoke today, he dropped a nugget about plans for the NFL's next meeting of the owners. That's going to come in May. That's called the spring meeting. It's not as big of a deal as this one that happens annually in March. But in May, the owners are expected to vote on the site of Super Bowl 60. And Jed York is actually optimistic that the 49ers might get the bid for Super Bowl 60. And if they don't get the bid for Super Bowl 60, then he thinks that Levi's Stadium is going to get a bid for a Super Bowl sometime in the near future. Super Bowl 60 is set to be held in February of 2026. Remember, the Levi Stadium hosted Super Bowl 50, which was in February of 2016. So we'll see if Levi's and Santa Clara and the Bay Area does get Super Bowl 60. If that does happen, remember that Levi Stadium is already slated to host the World Cup in the summer of 2026. So that would mean the Super Bowl in February of 2026 and then the World Cup, several games in the summer 2026. All right, that's my reporting here from the NFL owners meetings. Hopefully you enjoyed a lot of content here over the past couple days. Go and check out the channel for all the video stuff, and obviously go into the comment section and the description for a link to the big article that I have written about Kyle Shanahan and Jed York here, 7 takeaways from the owners meetings. I also included some of my thoughts from the previous article, which came on the day before, based on the conversation with John Lynch. It was a fun time here out in the desert, and I'm sure more content will come of it. I'll be live. I'll be coming with more videos and articles over the course of the next several days. So stay tuned, but glad that you were able to join here from the Arizona Biltmore. Everybody take care.